Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is Kira here. If you are new, hi, hello, and welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. And today's tutorial will be all about how I got this Euphoria inspired makeup look. It is definitely a little bit more editorial too. They kind of go hand in hand together, which is exactly why I wanted to create it, because I love doing editorial looks. So instead of blabbing, if you want to see how I got this makeup look, then let's just get right into the video. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into the tutorial. I'm just going to go ahead and start by putting a tacky base down. And today I'm actually just going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. And then just really buff that out. And I'm not going to kind of cut out my eyebrow, because I am going to do like a more fluffier soap brow, so doesn't really matter too much. So once I have gone ahead and done a base, I'm not going to set them. I'm going to go ahead in with a fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M433. I'm going to go ahead into the Morphe Colourburst palette and take that light purple color and just start putting that into the outer corner. As well as I'm actually going to take that on the inner corner as well. So once I've kind of built that color up to what I'm going for, I'm going to go ahead with the same brush and just take that kind of light pinky color and just graze the edges of where I just did, just to add a little bit more of a nice blend and to give a little bit more color. So now that we've really started to build that transition, I'm going to go ahead with one of my darker colors to build up a little bit more depth to the eye. So I'm going to go ahead with that dark purple and just pat that into those same spots, just because I really want to get that pigment, and then we can worry about blending it a little bit later. So once I have gone ahead and built up that pigment to about how I want, I'm going to take that brush I've been using, which is the Morphe M562, no additional product, and I'm going to slowly start to blend out those edges. I'm not really too worried about the center part because we are going to be putting a more shimmery shadow. So it is kind of turning out to be a little bit like a halo eye, but I'm not rounding it. Typically I do round out my halo eyes, but I do want to keep a little bit of like a wing towards the outer corner here. So now that I've gotten that kind of deepest purple that we've been working with so far kind of smoked out of it, I'm going to go ahead with a combination of those first two colors, that lightest pink and the lightest purple color, on that first Morphe M433 brush, and just really quickly further buff that out just to get a little bit more of that kind of pinky purple transition color, just to add a little bit more kind of detail to the eye and fill up that space that I have between my brow and my eyelid. Now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead with the same Morphe M562 brush and go in with that deepest purple color and really just lightly tap that to the outer and innermost corner, just to once again add another layer of depth to the eye look. And then once again, just going in with that first mixture of colors and just really buffing everything out. So to go ahead and finish off the eye, I'm going to go ahead in my Morphe 39A Dare to Create palette and take that really sparkly blue. I'm just hitting it with a spray of my Evian thermal water. And I'm just going to take that to the center of my lid. I want to concentrate it right up to the center, and as I start to get less product, tap it to either side to blend it back into the purple eyeshadow. And then to help further blend that, I'm going to go ahead back in to my Colourburst palette. Take that first deepest purple and just pat that to the outer edges to help create a little bit of a nicer transition, and just to make sure that we don't lose any of that purple. If you need to, you can go ahead and just blend over the edges as well. So I actually went ahead and just finished up my face. All of the products that I use will be listed in the description box, as well as I took the highlight that I put on my cheeks and put that into my inner corners, which was the Colourpop Flexitarian, just to give a little bit more of a nicer kind of pop to the eyes. So next up, we're going to go ahead, I'm going to use my Duo Lash Glue. This is just the clear one. And I'm going to take some little pearls. These things you can just get like at the dollar store and whatnot, any kind of crafting store. And I'm gonna just kind of start placing them. It's a little bit of a process and does take a little bit of time, but once you get going, it gets pretty easy. So I have a little bit of that glue on the back of my hand, and as I just dropped my first one, I'm gonna go back and get another one. I'm just using my tweezers, lightly dip a little bit of glue on the back of that, and then I'm just going to kind of map out what exactly it is that I want to create. Usually I kind of go just for, you know, nothing too symmetrical, because then that will get really, really hard trying to match up everything. What do I want to do today? Maybe we'll go like over here. That's what I mean, it can get really hard. So the only thing that's on my eye right now is glue. And because we are using a clear glue, it's gonna dry clear. So don't worry about it too much right now. We can always go back and fix that later. But I'm just gonna go ahead and start placing some more gems. Okay guys, so I went ahead and finished putting on the little pearl accent details, as well as putting on a finishing lip, and this is gonna be the final look. So you guys, that was today's makeup video. I hope you really enjoyed that. It is something a little bit different, but still going towards that editorial style, which is something that I really enjoy doing. And before I let you guys go, this is my daily reminder to remind you to like and subscribe to my channel, but also follow me over on my Instagram at @memyself_makeup. And until next time guys, I'll see you next Wednesday.